Come on down, Libra. Got the leaves falling, we got the changing of the seasons, we've got all these solar eclipses coming in, lots of change. What about change in your life? What about, as the card's saying, you being one with yourself and really loving who you are and making sure that you're with people that love you for your full self and not who they want you to be? Let's talk a little bit about that and so much more. Stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it. Hey Libra, come on in. Take a seat, which you probably already are. And we're going to go through your reading here, see what's going to come up in your cards. How you doing with these eclipses? The eclipses are pretty intense right now, but intensity isn't always negative. It just depends on how you want to grow through it. Lots of growth right now for everybody. Now we just went through the Libra solar eclipse, and we're going into the Taurus lunar eclipse. And right in the middle we have lots of Scorpio and Saturn depth, deep feeling, right in the middle. But when we come through with the Libra solar eclipse, it's going to deal with like relationships, codependency, mirroring, you know, how you feel about yourself and your relationships and how they mirror you. And if you're satisfied with that, then we have the Taurus, which is more foundational, survival, basics, simplifying things, coming through to the end. So it's this whole ride that we're having right now that is quite the ride for so many people. I just need to straighten these out. I'll be right back. Okay, Libra, here we go. We've got, within this reading, there doesn't look to be like romantic stuff coming through. And one thing it does talk about within the centerpiece, it does say that within one of your relationships of your life, something, obviously someone who you, or a relationship that you care about, something within it was a little bit heartbreaking. You have the Three of Swords here. And the Three of Swords is one of the kind of crush cards. There's sorrow in it, and it looks like, you know, people can either have levels of betrayal or words that really hurt you. It goes down to your core. But here's what's interesting about it. It has to do something within your level of something in your life, within your relationships, within this. You'll see this card where this person in the cloak of red passion is leaving to find the one cup, which is emotions. Cups are emotions and feelings. The one cup that's missing. Like these other cups are not spilt, but they're not fully satisfying until that last cup is there. And you never know, this person who goes on this journey, they may never come back, they might find some other stuff, but they've just got to go find that last cup that's missing. And it's in the nighttime, so it's also very subconscious, right? But it's a passion, it's like lingering for something that's missing in your life with your emotions and your feelings. So, you know, it's definitely within this relationship, it is covering and crossing. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So it's saying that you're willing to take the time to put the love into this to make it work. And that's great. So it's obviously, this thing is worth it to you, and that's probably why within this effort of, or not this effort, but this part of it where there was some level of betrayal or heartbreak in it, because it's obviously worth it to you. It does say in your past that you recently have put actions into your partnerships within your mind to figure out how to keep those together, because it's been a little bumpy with some of them within the partnerships of your relationships. It's saying coming into the future that you're right on track with your destiny, and the aspect of yourself with you becoming your full pure identity of who you want to be and be loved for your full self, and not wear any masks or any I have to act this way or that way. you can really be, this is who I am, and be accepted and loved for that. So within your growth pattern, that's a big part. It is saying that within these decisions and these partnerships and these relationships that you're going through right now, you're making the decision not to get into arguments or discussions that just aren't worth it. If it looks like someone could have their feelings hurt, or you're really weighing that out. You're being rather diplomatic right now. Also, it's saying you are understanding that some of the things of the past that you thought had control over you really don't. And any level of, well, see, like the Devil card here, let me show this to you. The Devil card here is one with, we have the people below, and they have chains on them, but they're around the necks, but yet they're so loose that they could take the chains off if they wanted to. So that's why this card is known as one of like addictions and obsessions and things that you think have control, or you give control, your control over to. Sometimes relationships are like that too. The one thing about this is when it's in this reverse form, it means you have awareness of that, or anything of the past where you thought had control over you and that it doesn't. And this card right here is definitely a card of sometimes abandonment issues, or feeling you're strapped or bound by something. And when this is also reversed, this is like realizing you're not. So it's really good when these two cards are in reverse and together. It's very empowering. It's self-empowering. And that makes sense right now, too, coming with your star coming forward with the full essence of yourself, with you working with the universe to be just the complete person that you are, and not any sort of fake version or having to pretend to be something for somebody else to make them happy. All right, it does say that there is a level within your environment. There's something within either yourself or a father figure, somebody who is a little discontented and not satisfied with, well, I don't know exactly why this person is not satisfied. Like I said, it can be like a father figure. I don't know if you're a father figure or a father figure in your life that's a little discontented, and you're definitely thinking about why this person is out of sorts. I don't have the answer for that of why that would be. Now, in your hopes and fears, it looks like there's a little bit of chaos within the people and actions that they're trying to do, and you're trying to get them more focused. Your intention is within your relationships to help people get more focused. You're really quite balanced right now, and that's good, because a lot of people need you and your balance. It does say in general that you are satisfied and content with the majority of your things within your sanctuary and the things that you've made for yourself. And going into the future, there's kind of a spiritual element of soft giving. Sometimes people can come back from the past, or you can be reminiscing about the past, and also that can make a Libra feel very giving. And going into the future, it does say that you are going to decide to either end something or let something go, and some people are not going to understand why you would do that. But that might be part of your new, I don't want to say new identity, it's just coming into, look, I got to be me, and I don't want to do that anymore, or I don't want to, I don't know, maybe necessarily be with this person or that scenario or that job or this, and there's some things that you're going to be okay with it ending or you ending it. And there's just going to be some people that don't understand your actions, but they don't need to. What you need to understand is what makes you happy and what you need to do to feel whole as a person and completely accepted as who you are. So let me just take a moment and we'll come right back with the wrap up. Just a quick reminder to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. This will give you a feel for which energetic you're possibly experiencing right now. And if you would like a detailed personal reading, you can book a reading at ctgtarot.com. And thank you for subscribing and clicking the like button. The kitties and I are very grateful. Okay, Libra, let's see if we can be kind of succinct on the wrap up. Basically, you went through heartbreak, and even though it hurt, you're willing to put the work and the love into it to make it work, or at least heal the best it can. And you need to move forward with finding what's missing within your passions. So it's kind of a combination of that, but you're willing to do the work that it takes because it's an emotional journey. You had a partnership or partnerships that you were willing to, with your mind, put the efforts in to balance them out and keep them working well, because there's been a little bit of, ups and downs with that in the recent past. Now you're right on track with your destiny and really coming into your identity as a whole person and who you are, and being accepted with the people that you care for and they care for you, of exactly who you want to be and not who you need to be necessarily just for them. Recently, you just decided that it's not worth any sort of fighting or argument with certain things that you're dealing with, and that you are never truly abandoned anything that looked like it had control over you in the past or high effect over you. It doesn't anymore. You have an awareness over it. There is somebody, either you or somebody else, that's more of an authoritative figure, or a father figure that's a little out of sorts. You're contemplating what to do with that. You have the hopes that the people that you're working with or within your relationships, they're a little bit chaotic within their actions, and you want to get them more focused, or hope that they become more focused. In the future, you're good in general with your sanctuary and your environment, and the things that you've accomplished. You're pretty satiated, and you have either someone coming from the past, or just feelings of being sentimental and very spiritual coming in the future. And then the last part is take a little flack from people of not understanding some actions you're going to take to either support an ending of something, or cause an ending of something, or let something go. And that's okay. And you know what? You don't really need to explain yourself to people sometimes. What needs to be good for you, and what you have to do. And because the last thing is that with this card, I do want to say, within this card, you see this person, and wands have to do with actions, and he's taken an action, and they're like, wait, it's like a mob below the person going, well, we don't really agree with that. Well, like, why are you doing that? And he's like, whoa, 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 but just don't forget that you have the higher ground. And so it's not like they're going to really be able to do anything to you. What, they're going to try to beat at your ankles or something? It's just like, yeah, people have an opinion. They have their own actions that they think they would take compared to your actions. But it is ultimately still about your happiness. Not to say that you should only do what's makes you happy. But I'm not saying that. Anyway, it's kind of a roundabout way of saying, well, do what you need to do for being loved for who you are, and doing the things that make you happy, and being with the people that your passions are fulfilled with. You got to really look into that, and you will. So I wish you the best with that, and we'll talk to you on your next reading. Thank you. Mush mush.